Welcome to Under Construction by Chadwicks, where it's all pure site talk. Yes, we like to tackle the big issues that affect tradespeople both on and off site and have a little bit of crack along the way. Today we are joined by Donegal's own Eric Roberts. What a brilliant chat we're going to have with him. We're chatting self-builds and Donegal and how important that is to him. We also have a national treasure. Hold your breath, lads. We have Dustin the Turkey coming into us. Cannot wait for this conversation. You're going to need your hard hat. You're going to need your goggles. You're going to need a cup of tea. Turn up the volume. Let's get this done. Eric, Dustin, ye are so welcome to Under Construction. Thanks for joining me.
Go on, you good thing. How are you doing? How are you, Eric? Hilterford, how are you keeping? Sorry, Mike.
I'll get
you like that? Sorry, Mike.
Jesus, yeah.
Will you go handy on the mic, Dustin, please?
Is it not paid for yet? Sorry, Mike.
You're going to take the head clean off, and thank God you have the hard hat on.
Oh, yeah, actually, I'm just come from the site. Sorry, I'll take it off. Sorry, Donncha.
No, it's gone.
Actually, you know, here we go. Now, that's much better, better.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, lads, how are ye? It's great to see. Obviously, we're coming into Christmas, and you're synonymous with Christmas, Dustin.
Well, I've been dodging a few of them, Donncha. Yeah. Me and a lot of the other turkeys, like Patrick Kilty and Ryan Tuberty and all, we all have to hide out, you know. I always said to the late, great Guy Byrne, he says, well, how do you do it? And I says, well, I hide out where no one's going to see me. And he says, where's that? And I say, TG Carr. And it always got a great laugh. I mean, it's just brilliant. But no, it's a weird time of the year, but I always find it's that thin line between putting yourself out there or going missing.
Yeah.
So if you go missing, you could go missing. Whereas you put yourself out there, people might go, where's he gone? You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know. And I'm watching me weight at the moment. You see that, Eric?
You're
I'm working out. Myself and Eric are in the same gym.
We are, yeah. We do high rocks together.
Honestly, he's your training partner, is he?
We do, yeah. He does most of the running now, but I don't
I
know if I'm going to be able to concentrate. This is a childhood dream come true for me here, honest to God.
We do go out running a lot, but it's hard with the webbed feet. You know?
Oh, yeah, it is, absolutely. And he's not talking about himself.
No, yeah, see, he's from Donegal, so they all have webbed feet up that neck of the woods.
Yeah, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to go to Belgium next year.
We're good gym buddies, I'd like to say, Eric, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. He spots me, I spot him.
There you go. It's good to have training partners.
Who was your training partner when you were playing for the Ireland?
I would have trained an awful lot with Paul O'Connell, would have been a big one. And
he's the crack.
Yeah, isn't he?
I wish we were on his podcast.
There you go. Wasn't he much better, Dustin?
Why, does he pay Paul O'Connell? We'll have to get on that, yeah. He got a street named after him. You'd want to work on it, Donncha. Yeah.
Absolutely. He deserves it, Dustin, to be fair. He certainly deserves it. Eric, a lot going on for you. Congratulations. New dad, new role.
You got a new dad. Congratulations, Eric. That's great. It's like America. Yeah. Here's your new daddy. Try.
It's all go. It's all go.
It's all going your way.
It's going to be the maddest 45 minutes
absolutely,
of my life here,
but let's just embrace it. And then, obviously, big move down from Donegal down to Dublin.
Big move. We've been adjusting. We've been adjusting. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I like that.
We've been adjusting. It's been really amazing.
All the new things like indoor toilets, electricity, Wi-Fi, people with teeth.
I tell you, people have teeth in Donegal. Would you stop that? Yeah. Would you all be watching at home thinking, Jesus, I need to vend them now if you're giving them sick. But no, it's been an amazing transition, and I'm relishing the opportunity on Ireland AM. I suppose I'm still learning every day. But yeah, it wasn't.
So are
an
the
easy
rest
decision.
of the house. Have you seen Alan Hughes? He's been on it since it was on in black and white. He hasn't learned anything. Don't get your hopes up, Eric.
Well, I fit right in.
Tommy Bow.
Tommy Bow! I have to say, I do love Ireland AM. I love Mirden. I love Tommy. I love yourselves. It's like a warm cup of tea. It's uniquely Irish.
Well, come here. I have a bit of leeway in there now. If you're looking for a slot or a contributor slot, I could have a word.
There you go, Dustin.
Well, once it's not the cookery item.
That
might be a bit dodgy being that close to the oven.
We'll keep you away from the oven. But I'll have it. Listen, I'm a big deal in there now. I'll talk to my people and we'll see what we can do for you. Because I know it's tough times at RT right now.
Donncha,
yeah,
is he drink taking? What? Yeah, of course, yeah, you're a huge deal, Eric. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Dustin, you've done so much in your life. Ran in the presidential election, went to the Eurovision, but you're known for being a builder.
It's been builder all my life. It's been my bread and butter. I have to say, Donncha, when it came out of the egg and the long mile rabbit, I moved out to Sally Noggin more or less straight away. And it was all a bit of 4x4 and a bit of 2x1. Like the building trade, even during the recessions and all, I've always stayed building. You know, it's just it's in me blood, it's in me DNA, it's in me giblets.
Okay, very good. And you used to head out. You mentioned Buckley's. There was the main place that's been taken over by. That's now a Chadwicks, isn't that right?
Yeah, of course. Sure. When I went there first, right, it was a Buckley's, and that's where, of course, I was in talking to lads. You need a bit of 4x4 there, and then I went on and said it in the telly and the den. And everyone's going, a bit of 4x4, a bit of 4x2. You're only man. And that's sort of where I got it. But, you know, Buckley's had that brilliant characters. But Chadwicks is still brilliant, you know what I mean? Like, I'm out in the Noggin branch now more than I would be out near the Long Mile Road, you know. But, like, it's absolutely... I just love it. I love the building. I love the crack. I love being on the sites, you know, that sort of stuff. I love skiving. I love all the nixers. I love all the cash jobs. I love not paying tax. Have I gone too far there? Yeah. But you know what I mean, Donegal.
We're going to run a giant disclaimer, Dustin, but you drive on, do whatever you need.
No, I just love it. And even, you know, the smell when you go into the place, you know, it's as I say, it's in me DNA. It's just something that I love doing. And the Irish have always been synonymous with building. Sure, we built the Empire States Building, we built the Taj Mahal. Now, I could be lying about one of them, but we did build the Empire States Building. You know, like, we're all over the world, and it's a trade we took all over the world, you know.
Yeah,
we hadn't a clue what we were doing, but we took it all over the world. It's like our boy bands. Like, it doesn't matter that you can't sing. We just go over and do it. Mime, pretend, spoof it. Fake it to make it.
Speaking of boy bands, wouldn't he make a great one, Dustin? Eric, look at him. He's handsome,
you would, Eric.
I fit the bracket of not being able to sing in a way, absolutely.
But that's it, you're in. You're done. And you've got your orange boiler suit. Yes.
I'll try anything once, I would say. I'll try anything once, but no, I'm like a bag of cats when I get going.
Eric, you're in the middle of a building project. Obviously, the opportunity has come up for you to move down the road now, but just where's that at now with
we're about 3/4 of the way done, and it's nice just being able to bop back and up.
That means you got another 3/4 to go. By the way, don't ever think the final quarter's the easy.
Well, we haven't got to the headache stage yet because we were obviously moving up to Dublin. That was kind of a headache in itself, and where we just kind of let the house be.
You having a go at Dublin, are you, horse?
I'm so
Was he having a go at Dublin, Donegal?
I would never, not in your presence.
Sorry.
But yeah, we're in a lucky position where we're not chasing the builders and stuff, and we're up here for probably at least a year. So whenever the house is ready, we'll slowly start to get sorted. But we're not in any sort of panic yet.
Would you have the skills of Dustin? Have you been able to take anything on? Have you looked
tax avoidance and stuff?
No, not that.
I can fill you in on that later, Eric. We might put the disclaimer across again here. Yeah.
I wouldn't have his particular set of skills. One of my very first jobs was on a building site with my uncle, and I went into that job a boy and I left a man. The on-site banter and stuff. Didn't get half of it, and I kind of went home afterwards asking a few questions to Dad and Mum about what certain things meant, but I learned a lot as I suppose as a labourer. Number one being I wasn't cut out for that job. It's a difficult day on the site, I tell you.
You're not wrong.
I'm not built for it. Thank God TikTok came around. That's all I'll say.
Absolutely. And we'll touch on the social media side of it shortly. Dustin, what do you make of people trying their hand at DIY as a reputable builder yourself?
I'll be honest. Look, we're all busy at the moment. You know what I mean? I did say originally, like, the Eastern Europeans came over here and they ruined the Irish builder. I mean, they started turning up in time, charging fair prices, and doing a proper job, and coming back if something wasn't right and they'd fix it. I mean, where does that leave us? You know what I mean? No, but what I'm saying is, DIY is always good because it's a good start, and you've either got it or you don't have it. Like, you know, there's people who can't put the screw in the wall. That's sorted. That's grand. I've been an all-rounder, you know. I do patios, I do windows, I do, you know, roofs, I do. So I'm an all-rounder, and I'm lucky that I learnt me trade. And as you said, on the building site, it can be hard, but, you know, a good Irish summer, and you get in there, and you're just learning your trade. You don't realise you're learning to do other different things and different pieces, do foundations and all that. And it's something that's absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't do any of, like, okay, I'm going to be president of Ireland, I'm going to move to a smaller house. But these are things I'll have to put up with. But, you know, when I'm up in the Irish, I'll be able to fix everything myself. That's the beauty of it. But DIYers are good, Donncha.
Yeah,
because,
okay. You know, when do you feel they should call you, though? You know, if you were chatting, obviously people listening.
When the water usually rises up to your knees. That's always a good sign. Yeah.
Let's get Dustin.
Or there's a fire. Yeah. Either call me or 911. Yeah. I wouldn't wait. They're the sort of telltale signs, Donncha, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is handy. Now, look, give it a blast, give it a try. It's all up there on the Chadwicks website, and it's on the YouTube. Just check it out there. There's nothing you can't really do.
Give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go.
Well, I would have to agree because I've a small child, I have a son. I had a son. I was lucky to become a dad this year, and I found the furniture situation a bit of a nightmare early on. But I realized once I got stuck in, I found that was the only time I was going to get any free time. So I would say to Eve, I'm going to go in and build the crib here. And it would take me 20 minutes. It would take me 20 minutes, and I'd be in there going on my phone. Yeah, nearly done and stuff. But yeah, so I've enjoyed a bit of DIY this year, I have to say.
Yeah. In terms of the project management side of it, how did you find that, even like without being nosy, but financing the build and realising different areas that need to be budgeted for?
It was funny. When we went into it, obviously I've a whole new career, so I'm self-employed, and that's only happened in the last year or two. So the mortgage and stuff like that, there was a funny thing to navigate, I suppose. And
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because you have to have X amount of finances to show from years gone and stuff. And I'm going into the bank and like,
Donnica's never had a mortgage. It's all just cash, isn't it, Donnica? Into the bank. Yeah, there you go. I'll have that one and that one. Yeah, and the one with the
just take your
Jenny,
advice.
come on, let's get a holiday home while we're here. Where do you want? Bordeaux, grand. Give us one of them as well. A chow. Let's get a chow. He has a few quid.
It sounds like the Celtic Tiger all over again.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were struggling to navigate that earlier on, and we kind of went through this company called Donegal, and it was kind of everything in the one place, which was quite convenient. But Niamh was actually qualified ahead of me.
Okay.
With her school, and she was an Irish teacher. So we had to jump through a few hoops and stuff. But once we got there and we sorted the finances and what we were going to take out and trying to figure out what we were going to pay back, that we were able to sit down then and really put plans in place. But
How
I
much
realised,
did you borrow? What rate are you on?
Easy, Dustin. Leave him. Give him another 10 minutes to warm up.
I get you a better deal. Then.
you probably could.
Did you look into finance as well, Dustin? Are you touching in on a bit of that as well?
I don't dip me wing into anything, Donegal. You know that.
A bit of loan sharking.
Yeah, that's it. You know, during the recession, they used to sell houses up in Donegal in the pound shop. It's like an auctioneer.
Jesus, I wouldn't mind one of them.
Not true.
16-bedroom house. 4 en suites. 4 en days. £2, €2. Yeah.
I need to find out where these are.
Eric, speaking of the finance, so is that like trying to get bank managers or people in those like to realise TikTok and that profession and that side
funny.
of it? Like,
it's all new to them as well, I suppose. When you're sitting across them saying,
imagine me telling them what I do.
you're doomed.
We're doing the same.
My career guidance teacher.
We're basically doing the same job.
You want to go into what? You're a grown man. What are you talking about? Children's television. No, I suppose, but that is a good question, Donegal. Yeah, like I mean, because TikTok, I suppose it's not new, but it's still new.
I suppose it is. It's relatively new for bankers and stuff. I imagine when I'm sitting across them saying, "No, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I post videos on the internet," and they're saying, "Go on away, pull your leg." So no, it was. We got there in the end anyway, and the bill's flying up, thankfully. But I realised how little I have to do with it. We went for a walk through the other day, and I kind of realised I didn't know where anything was. And Niamh was saying, this is our bedroom and this is this room. And I was saying, well, where's the games room we agreed on? She says, we'll see. We'll see. I keep getting a wink and we'll see as if I'm a toddler.
That's a shed out
maybe
the back.
A bit later.
You'd be lucky to have it.
But no, she seems to be the boss now on site. So.
What'll happen now while you're away in terms of, will someone take over the kind of project management side?
Yeah, we have a builder up there now and they're still battering away. And it's right beside my mum and dad's house. So I'm getting weekly updates in the family group chat and stuff. And when new windows are put in and whatever else is going on, so it's great. We're still up to speed.
And come here, did you use an architect or did you use Dermot Bannon?
I never got the show from Dermot, unfortunately.
How thick is that man? I mean, if I want a glass box, I go to a pet shop, right? I mean, when the client is always right and they leave it in the TV show and people still go and hire them. Like, what is going on?
You're very harsh on him, Dustin.
No, Dermot's a good pal of mine. And he's an insufferable bore. But like he's a good pal of mine. Like I meet him down at the Chadwicks counter a good bit and he's in going, can I have one of them things that you hit the nail with?
Yeah, hammers.
Yeah, that's it, Donegal. Well done. You were there. But that's how, like, he's not the brightest, he's not the sharpest. Well, to call him an architect is like calling me, I don't know, an Irish Rugby International.
There you go.
If he's your friend, I'd hate to meet your enemies. Yeah.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. Dermot's just dull, that's all. Yeah. And he does nothing about architecture.
Does he throw a bit of work your way, Dustin?
Of course he does.
Yeah, good on. That sounded.
Because he doesn't mind not finishing on time and balls and everything up Donncha. So of course I get loads of work from him.
I should have left it. Dustin, I know there'll be times to thank you in ways, but we never left in Irish camp. We never went without our passports, your wallet, and 20 years of plucking. If that wasn't on the bus, there was going to be people going crazy. Just your longevity in the game has been quite incredible, entertaining us all, keeping us laughing. You must be really proud of what you've done over the last few years.
Are you talking to Donncha?
You, Dustin. I'm giving you a compliment, man.
Yeah, look, it is amazing. Look, 20 years of plucking, that wasn't today or yesterday either.
It wasn't.
I think it's 35 years of plucking now. Chance of me looking. No, it is amazing because when you look back on it, like it is all the greats. Like it's the Gay Burton who is the god of broadcasting. There never will be. Look, we ran in, because I was slightly taller than him. He was always jealous about that. But no, there was no better megastar ever out of RTE or in Ireland. Like, never mind your Bono or never mind your Dermot Kennedy or anyone. Like, I have to say, Gay Burton is the man who shaped it. And it was a pleasure to work with him in all the tie shows and all that. But when I do look back and all that and all the famous people, like we had everyone on the den, like Michael Flatley, we had presidents of, which it's just like the Good Friday Agreement. We were up in the north interviewing Bertie and George Mitchell. I thought he was George Michael and started singing Last Christmas. But that's the crack, that was in Disneyland Paris. So we travelled all over the world. So it is mad that, because you know this, Eric, from, your SNA day. Kids grow up and the new batch come through and they all want to learn. They all just want to have fun. And that's what you try to supply to them,
Yeah.
You try and pass on the skills a bit. But I loved it then. I absolutely loved it because we were live every day. And live TV is the only way to do it. It's just brilliant fun.
Yeah.
And it was just a blast because you could say anything you want and do anything you want. But you had to remember now, your audience, you had to respect them because they were the boys and girls of Ireland.
Of course.
Well, it was me. I was every single day. This is so surreal.
But you only had one channel. That's the difference, Eric.
I was trying to be nice there as well, Dustin. You need it. Jeez.
You were outside like Donncha. Donncha told me a story.
I was out looking in the windows.
Go on.
He said he was outside. His brothers were watching them. It was the Ireland-Holland game or something. I can't remember it, Donncha. Right. You tell me.
Yeah, that I made £1 for the Ireland-Holland game. I had to hold the aerial outside because we were down. And if the aerial went out of signal, so I was able to hold it up, and every now and again I'd get a little dip, and I'd hear, "Come on, will you?"
Right, Carter Van Basten, holler up! What's going on? Where's he? Move to the left, Donncha! Move to the left!
You mentioned soccer, Dustin, and we're seeing it in an awful lot of the Chadwick branches at the moment. Yeah. Seems to be an awful lot of Liverpool jerseys coming in at the moment, as opposed to your beloved United.
It's disgusting, isn't it? It really is, Donncha. I mean, it's, look. Hats off. Jurgen Klopp was good for the game. As much as I disliked the man, he was always smiling. He was great. He's a great ambassador. And what he did for the boys and girls in Ireland, he did a lot in that. So I'll give Jurgen his He's a fantastic manager. Liverpool fans, I just cannot take. And you're dead right. I was in Chadwicks the other day, and there were 4 Liverpool tops and 1 Man United top. And I was going, what is happening in my beautiful country? Now, I know Liverpool and Manchester technically aren't in the Republic of Ireland, but you know what I mean. Look, it's just a bad spell at the moment.
I'm a big Liverpool fan.
Yeah, but you see, no, that's fair enough, Eric. And I have to say, I love the football the way they're playing. I just don't like the fact that you're so brilliant at the moment.
Okay, that's understandable.
So Irish.
But it annoys me, and I don't know where you're getting all the money. We're sitting in Old Trafford and we're getting rained on. Like, it might as well be open, have no roof on it. It's like it's just bad at the moment. But we'll get there. Liverpool were in trouble for years as well, so things swing.
Yeah, it goes around.
We're in a bit of bother now the last couple of games as well. We're not going too well, so hopefully.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty brutal for you. Long may it continue. No, but Man United will come back, and look, I'd say we'll have another 27 managers before it happens.
Yeah, okay.
But I think they're looking at the manager of Tesco and Ballybrack at the moment. Yeah, and the manager of the Sally Noggin branch at Chadwick. So I mean, look, it's going to come back, but it's hard because you're dead right, Donncha. The Liverpool jerseys are everywhere.
Yeah, they are at the moment. It's just popular. There's a lot of people on social media doing different things. There's one lad not going to cut his hair till United win 5 games. Have you seen this?
I saw that,
yeah. Would you think of doing something like that, Dustin, at all, at any point along the way?
Oh, no, I always keep me plumage well. The ladies love it, Donncha. Like Vogue Williams wouldn't let me. She bought me a plumage trimmer for last Christmas, She's very particular about that sort of thing,
Good.
Yeah, I'm especially now that she's the first lady up in the arse and they're on with me, you know. Now, don't tell her about Maura Higgins because she doesn't know. We'll cut
that out.
We'll
cut that out.
No, I saw that. That's barking mad because it's going to be a long time. He's going to be like Captain Caveman. If anyone remember, you wouldn't remember Captain Caveman. He's
before my time, I think.
Yeah. That's what he's going to look like because he's already more or less there. But you know what? He said he's going to give a bit of money to charity at the end of it. So fair play.
Yeah.
Maybe if we win 4 games, he might do it. Yeah.
Dustin, just tell us about your own apprenticeship journey. Obviously a carpenter by trade, isn't that right?
Yeah, well, it was first a bit of farming. It was the chippy bit, but I became a general builder then after that.
Did you? Okay, covering all bases.
Yeah, covering all bases, and it was sort of got into plumbing and things like that. I'd be the master of all and having a clue. But it works. I get money at the end of the week from it, and that's the main thing. You know, I do a couple of nixes here and there, and it's good crack. It was, I suppose, I started off in RTE, right? And the great thing about that was you didn't have to work. So, you know, you could just turn up and look pretty like me. Yeah. It's just for the ladies. Just a pause there. If you want to pause.
Slow-mo.
Bit for the coach.
Get a slow-mo.
I do my slow-mo.
There you go. No,
there you go. But I was sort of working in the props department, and then on the day I was helping build the sets and all that sort of thing. And then if I came up with a mad idea like noggin cabs, or I wanted to change the den into a cab company or a hairdresser's or a political office when I was running for president, I could do all that sort of stuff with the hammer and, you know, the saw and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, quite easy. I loved it. You know, loved it, yeah.
No, it's alleged, Dustin, this mightn't be true, but that you've taken a few nixers, foxers over your time. Have you find regulation has tightened that up?
Well, you see, I'm quite different. I don't know what you're talking about, Donegal.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't... I tell you what, if I'm doing a cash job now, it is a lot harder.
Okay.
So what I actually do, I'm doing a job for... I'm actually doing Eric's house up in Donegal. But I put in a quote, right, an invoice for himself and Dave for €8,000. But the deal is that I have to be paid in unmarked €2 coins.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to get that sorted for you.
So it won't be traceable, Donegal.
Okay.
You see. And are you working out? You told me to get that money.
Yeah, it's on the way as soon as possible. Dustin.
Hanging around by all the trolleys to get as many.
Unmarked. How did you know that, Donegal? You must stop in a very expensive supermarket. My trolleys are only €1. The one I got for Eurovision, I got for free.
Do you still have that, Dustin?
It's out in RT Props. Yeah. Isn't it barking mad that someone would let me, who hasn't got a note in their head, go off in front of everyone in Europe and go, give us another chance. We're sorry for Riverdance. Sir Flatly, he's a Yank, and the Danube flows through France. It's rubbish. Absolutely.
I know you've been harsh on yourself, Dustin.
Yeah.
What we've seen now, that's you were probably ahead of the time.
Oh no, it definitely was.
Yeah, like the way the Eurovision has gone, it's that kind of a show now, isn't it?
It's the most barking brilliant 2 weeks you'll have of your life. It is absolutely, everyone in Ireland, Pearson Connolly should have fought, never mind looking for a free, they should have fought that everyone gets to represent Ireland at some stage in their life during the Eurovision. It is just mad. You're over there with the funny thing was, Donegal, when I was over there, we didn't know this. So I said, Eastern Europe, we love you. Do you like Irish stew or goulash as it is to you? Now, WBA had written that. WBA would be on the leaving cert. Be on the leaving cert, Eric.
Kavanagh would kill for a line like that.
Yeah, Tony Gray, Silent Monaghan, yeah. And Regan and Rowett. But anyway, so I went over. But the problem was, no one told us this. All these so-called Eurovision experts in Ireland. In Eastern Europe, the Eurovision was still big and they took it seriously. But at that stage in Western Europe, it was just a joke.
Oh, right, okay.
So I went over and all these Estonians and Latvians and Lithuanians weren't talking to me. And I was out with all the Danes and the Swedes and the Brits having a great crack. And it was just like, I mean, whatever you say about the Brits, we give them points and they give us points usually. It is block votes.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, they gave us the famine, they gave us 800 years of oppression, but we gave them Westlife. So, you know, we're sort of quits.
It's balancing itself out, you reckon?
Yeah, it sort of balances itself out. I think it was a bigger insult we gave them Boyzone as well because, you know, that wasn't fair.
Do you keep in touch with the lads in Boyzone? There was a rumour for a while, wasn't there, that you were going to join? Yeah,
there was, but it was more. That was more kneecap.
Oh, right, okay,
But the problem was they copped me from the balaclava, you see, because the beef was sticking through. Yeah. So,
okay, then they could work it out.
Yeah, I loved all that because Westlife, when they were starting off, were all on the den. Nicky Byrne nearly got the job as a den presenter.
Really?
Oh, he'd be brilliant.
He got three. Leeds United let him go the day he got his leaving cert results. This is true. And he got into the guards on the same day because you didn't need a leaving, of course, because why would you need a leaving to be a guard?
Stop it.
Hello? Disclaimer. We're in the guards.
That's a disclaimer.
Anyway,
we can go to them all, not the guards.
But he did the dent. So the Westlife boys came in, Brian McFadden and Keane and Shane and
he'd be
Mark.
brilliant.
Mark. Yeah. The one who can sing, the singer, as I call him. And they came in and Nicky was just brilliant. And we said, we give him the job. And then, of course, Louis said, yeah, he'll work 4 days a week because he has to go Friday, he has to be free to fly over, do the UK TV and all that, the kids, SMTV and Live and Kicking, whatever they were back then. And we said, well, no, because the second he gets famous, he's just going to leave. But he was brilliant, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he came on, he did loads of stuff. He did a couple of bit of guest present with us and stuff like that. Lovely lad. Hasn't a note in his head, but lovely lad. Got his teeth down in turkey, but lovely lad.
And he had the booster seat for him and everything.
Yeah, we were all ready to go, Donncha. But it was not, you know what, he was a great presenter. He ended up doing Dancing with the Staff out North Heath.
Dancing with the Stars, wasn't it?
Stars.
Would you ever give that a go, Dustin?
You'd be amazing on that.
I would, but I've no legs. So it'd be quite tricky. Are you being poultryist here?
I don't mean any offence in any way. I'm so sorry, Dustin. I'm so sorry. Please excuse my ignorance. Look at those. Oh my God.
That's a fine set.
Dividends.
To anyone listening, we've just first seen an exclusive,
This is an
on Under
exclusive.
Construction. We saw Dustin's legs. Brilliant.
Yeah, people don't usually. I don't usually show me legs, because I haven't done me plumage. So
Fine ankles, Dustin.
Well, thank you very much. I walk out, as I say myself and Eric, we go to the same gym.
Yeah, but that was a treat for me there as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Eric, would you give it a go? Dancing? Obviously, you have a lot on at the moment.
Oh God, I don't know. I'd say if I was asked, it would be amazing opportunity. I did a bit of dancing back in my day.
Okay.
I was a bit of hip hop.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And I was kind of self-taught in rural Donegal. You know what I mean?
way.
I taught myself
you were all
just in
diving
case.
up there to Nathan Carter.
Oh, there was so little to do around the time Step Up and stuff came out. I thought to myself, I better teach myself how to dance in case someone challenges me someday.
Yeah.
Now it hasn't happened yet, but luckily I have the skills in
That
case.
one time it does happen.
I'll be ready.
Ready.
I'll be ready.
Give us a couple of upper body moves then, Eric. What, Eric?
Bit of that. Yeah,
Oh
bit
my
of
God.
bit of the wave. Do you want to pass it over to you?
Whoa!
Oh,
What do you think? Do it again.
okay, you ready? What?
There you go.
I'm telling you. Jeez.
You start the chain this time, Donncha.
Okay,
Here we go.
full away. There we go. Coming to you.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at us.
Like an
You have a
epileptic
number
fit
for
you're
Louis
having over
Walsh,
there.
don't you,
No,
Dustin?
I have a number for the Eurovision. Never mind Louis Walsh.
We're going back.
Yeah, we're going back. Deuce
We're going back.
Irlande, Deuce Fire. We're going in there.
Eric, we were hoping to chat about regulation. How did you find the whole...
I'm twice a day. What? With a bit to make the magnesium.
There you go. You
That's it.
started back on the all brand, have you, Dustin?
Yeah, I had to. Yeah. After being with the Chadwicks sisters, I got blocked up.
You're blessed going twice a day, Dustin. Jesus.
They kept feeding me Paxo. What was all that about? Grania, if you're watching.
Planning permission. How did you find navigating planning
Planning permission,
Eric?
Jesus.
Where'd you buy the envelope?
I wish Dustin was there to help me. No, we were very lucky because we were gifted a site by my mum and dad, and we're
wow.
building literally on top of them. So we're going to have permanent babysitters and
Amazing.
yeah, very very lucky. We're very family orientated up there, so it's going to be lovely waking up every morning, being able to go across for a cup of tea.
Why did you stay in Donegal?
Why do I stay in Donegal? Donegal's gorgeous, though. I won't. Now, well, listen, you'll say what you will, but you'll say nothing about Donegal. Dustin, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic county.
That got heated, Dustin.
Yeah.
Just watch yourself over there, all right?
Oh, look. The Dublins, the Merino's coming out in them now.
Yeah.
He's only been in Merino a week. Looking for scraps.
Watch yourself, bud, all right?
We had a great chat with the lads on a previous podcast about the kind of west and the rural side of it. And Alan and Owen, they felt a little bit that sometimes the west gets forgotten a little bit. Do you find that a bit about Donegal, or is there an identity to it?
We kind of like being the forgotten county up there. Do you know what I mean? We have beaches with no footprints in the sand. We have the most gorgeous pubs and restaurants, and I mean stuff you would need a month to do everything in one particular village. You know what I mean? So we're blessed up there. We did try. We had a rail system at one point in the 80s, and it crashed. And we said, we'll not do that again. Okay. You know, it wasn't for us. Yeah. If the Lewis was in certain parts of Donegal, people would think we were being invaded by aliens. I would say.
What about bringing the Lewis to Lifford? No, Lifford's
the Lifford Lewis.
It's on the border.
The Lifford Lewis. Yeah. The public transport up there is it's few and far between.
Lewis to Letterkenny.
The Lewis Letterkenny, it would be wonderful. It would be great, and we're in dire need of some public transport. But we kind of like being the forgotten county. Not to say that we don't get great tourism and stuff up there. There's so much to see and do. I think people in Dublin think it's further away than it is.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? I think.
No, I think we want to think that.
I'm going to take you up to Donegal, Dustin, and show you around.
I've been up to Bundarden loads of times, for the sea sessions.
You want to go up a bit higher. Keep going up by.
Am I going to Greencastle? How far am I going?
Go up. You come up where I am from, up to Downings. Take you for a pint.
That's near Letterkenny, though.
Not far.
I'm under 18.
It's not far. Are you? Yeah. No, you're a bit long in the tooth now for that. Well, I'll take you up for a pint. I'll take the two of you up. No, it's gorgeous. Well, I like being. I just love being from Donegal. I love being able to go to and fro, and I agree with the lads that we're definitely a bit forgotten now on the outskirts.
Do you feel that like more immunities like that should look?
I mean, absolutely, but I suppose no one's at fault but ourselves. As I say, we're kind of
happy enough.
We're stuck in our ways, I think. But it's nice. That's why it's so beautiful around the coast and stuff. I spent a bit of time in Kerry as well over the weekend. I think it's very similar. It's just lovely, clean, lots to do.
Told me before we went on, you thought it was a kip. You thought they all had a chip on their shoulder. You said Tralee, you couldn't wait to get out of the place.
I would never.
You said the only thing could improve it was a bulldozer. That's what you said to me just before we came on. You said, Dustin, don't mention that when we're...
Sorry about that. Dustin,
no, I'm adjusting to Dublin life. Do you know what I mean? I loved living in Donegal, and I'm an ambassador for Donegal. Do you know what I mean? I've worked in a few different campaigns for them.
That's right.
Yeah, which were amazing. And during that week, I've lived there all my life, and during that week, we were going around and we were doing things that I'd never even seen or done before. Wow. So that's how big and gorgeous the county is.
And what's your ideal day up in Donegal?
There we go, Dustin.
Now we're getting into. I love this. Yeah, I would get. I'd get a coffee early morning in Fifi's in Downings. Right. I'd do a lovely caramel latte. I'd go for a walk on the boardwalk, which is not too far from Kerry Gart. Maybe lunch in the beach. I tell you, just we can't. You'd love it.
He'll come back to it.
You'd love it.
You know what I love doing?
What would you like to do if I brought you up?
Driving on the beach in Rossnowla.
Lovely. Gorgeous.
I think it's the only beach in Ireland you're allowed to drive on. Is that correct?
You've to get
There's a few up there. There's a few up there you can drive on, actually.
No, they're all illegal.
Well, if he's
because the Subarus are souped up, it sort of gives it away a bit.
Yeah, it's all IS 200s up there on the beach. Yeah, it is. It's a shame now.
Dustin, did you ever look at doing something like that? Like Eric's done a campaign to kind of enhance Donegal. Would you look at doing something like that about Dublin?
I think people know how beautiful Dublin is. Yeah, of course. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Dublin. I just love being from the capital of Ireland. Not because we're the third smallest county, but we've got the biggest heart. I think people in Dublin. I think they're. The thing about Dublin is, right, if you live, say, in Coolock or something, you can leave your back door open, right?
Yeah.
Now, your house will be robbed. But you can leave your back door open. They might even take the back door and everything. But it's just something. I love walking down Grafton Street. I love walking down O'Connell Street, even though it's a kip. But it's just something's absent. There's a vibe in Dublin. You get the history, right?
Yeah.
As I said, when Pearson Connolly stood outside the GPO in 1916 and said, James, I told you it was Sunday. The place is closed. Padraig, it's not my fault. You know, these historic moments that you pass everywhere, you know, and stuff nearly works, like the Dart and the Lewis. Yeah. The odd time they turn up. That's sort of beautiful.
I'm still getting used to the hustle and bustle up here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We can take our time with things up in Donegal, but everyone seems to be in a rush. It's like a race to get where you're going.
Yeah, and you can never turn right. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. And you mightn't even have anything to do, but you're kind of panicking to get there and do it.
You wouldn't even have a contraflow bus lane, which is so important to every city in the world.
We don't even have white lines in some of the roads up in Donegal, never mind bus lanes.
Yeah, I just love it. But I love Donegal. I love the way it rains all the time. You get the extra hours darkness at night. and you can bring your cousin to the Thames, and all these beautiful things that you can't do down in Dublin.
Yeah, you've always spoken up though for Dustin for the whole of Ireland in ways like you tried to bring the dart to Dingle. That was one of your promises.
Well, it was a promise. It was made nee, right? That's how long ago that was. Nee, right? And if the dart had gone to Dingle at that stage, I still maintain Funky would still be down there.
Wow.
Like Funky just said, there's not enough people coming down to see me. I've had a better offer over in Orlando. I'm off.
That's a right can of worms. You can't mention.
How did you know what he is now? Has anyone got a 10 opener? Yeah, we got Funky out. No, look, bringing the dart to Dingle was just, I was trying to get the country vote. That's what it was. I mean, I'm very proud Dublin, but I do love everyone in Ireland. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
like the Poultry Party are the party that are building the Marty Marcy Interpretive Centre for cultures whose faces are bigger than their heads. And we've already found a greenfield site where we can do it.
Marty, apologies.
What? The Marty Marcy Interpretive Centre for cultures whose faces are bigger than their heads. It's going to be a big shrine to Marty Marcy and the history of him.
Have you run it by Marty?
Do you think I should?
I think he'd like to maybe at least know that his name's going toward the...
Actually, Donegal, that could be a good point.
We give him a ring afterwards.
We'll cut that bit out, so.
You could do the grand reveal.
Yeah.
Eric, we mentioned that you would be seen in the country as maybe the king of TikTok. It really has exploded for you. So let's just maybe give us
I could think of more deserving people for that title 100%, but it's been a whirlwind few years, and I've really enjoyed it. As Dustin said, I was a special needs assistant for 6 or 7 years. And when I started to get a bit of notoriety, I suppose, online, it was more and more difficult to do that job. Kind of walking down the hallway and the students are going, "Any TikToks today, sir?" And you're going, I'm going to have to make a decision here. And when I did decide to leave, I didn't leave the job behind 100%. And my nephew Oisín's a huge part of the content, and he features quite heavily. And that wasn't a decision we took, I suppose, lightly, because the internet's quite a scary place at times.
Of course, yeah.
And he has cerebral palsy, so I was kind of hesitant to post him initially, but the reaction was unbelievable, and I sort of built a community that really resonates with. And I'm very lucky to be one of the few people that doesn't get a huge amount of hate, as I say, because of the community that we've built. And a lot of families and stuff that follow me are in similar situations and have children with autism or cerebral palsy or Down syndrome, and that for me is one of the best rewards, I suppose. Getting those messages and how much it helps seeing that, I suppose, brought to the mainstream. People absolutely adore them. Now I'm a bit taken aback because I get jealous the odd time, because I think most of the people who are following me now are following me for Oisín, which I'm not too happy about.
Okay.
I'm putting the work in.
It's a win-win.
I'm putting the work in, Dustin. Do you know what I mean?
Who's getting the money though?
Is
it paid for the house? How many en-suites are in the house? Come on.
But no, it's
I need to answer that question.
I pride myself on that, and I love being able to feature him. And as I say, I've a book coming out, which we'll probably talk about a bit later on as well.
Look what dropped on the floor.
Go on. Yeah, there, well done, Dustin. Well placed. There we go.
Gary the Stinky Goose.
He's a mate of mine, actually. He's one of my poultry mates.
It was originally a turkey. But Dustin wouldn't let me get the rights to it.
Well, I did say, if my solicitor gets out of jail, I'm going to sue you. So,
I wrote this while I was a special needs assistant, and I suppose I dedicated it to Oisín, but it was inspired by all the students that I work with at the time.
Amazing.
That's a book. It's aimed for 3, 4, 5-year-olds.
The animation is
gorgeous.
brilliant.
A lovely person called Andy Wood in Mayo, and it's available from Mayo Books Press. But it was a book that I wrote during the time, because one of the things that I struggled with wasn't in the classroom. It was at lunchtime, when most of my students were sort of, I suppose, playing by themselves. Yeah. And I remember having a conversation with the little SNAs. I was playing hide and seek one day with a little girl that had Down syndrome, and I thought I was doing a great job. And she pulled me aside and she said, "You're not really doing her any favours by spending the whole lunchtime just yourself and herself." So it kind of clicked then. I should be trying to get her involved in different friend groups and integrating her into meeting with people and lunch and spending time and having fun and having, I suppose, friendship.
Jeez,
do you know what I mean?
Great honest line for her to have with you, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
To kind of say, like, you know what I mean? You think you are.
And it really clicked, because I'd realised I'd been doing it in different settings, and that's, I suppose, as an SNA's role, is to just build relationships and build rapport, and that's what it's inspired by. It's listen, it doesn't mention any disabilities. It's just a conversation started to have with educators or parents. Once you've read the story, does anyone play by themselves in your school? Does anyone sit by themselves themselves on the bus. And it's just around inclusion, essentially.
Give everyone a bit extra time. That's what it's very important.
Exactly.
We did it on the den because boys and girls are different all over. And someone, even though they might look all right on the surface, or might, we all have our good and bad days, and I think that's brilliant though that you were trying to do the hide and seek thing, and you learned from it.
100%, yeah. And that's all. Every day was a school day in there, and that's why I loved the job. It was so different, and I suppose my job now is the same. I don't know what I'm doing one week to the next. It's all very,
you
very
don't have
exciting.
a real job, horse.
Exactly, yeah.
Look at me, I don't have a real job. Let's be honest, come on. But I do love this, Donncha, because there's a lot of farts in it.
There is.
There's a lot
It's
of
fart
farts in
heavy.
Gary and the Stinky Goose.
After a lot of research, I realised that 4 or 5-year-olds, they love farts.
Farts are always the greatest.
How's your
gag
boot
box.
going, Donncha? Come on, get the plug out. Go on. Go on.
Let's go well.
Go on. Look. He's dying.
Well, let's focus on this. Where can we pick it up?
If it does half as well as yours, I'll be absolutely delighted. But as I say, it's available from mayobooks.ie, and it's on my social media, and it's also in a few bookshops around the country. Which
amazing, good on you, well
I
done.
won't ruin the ending of it. He gets cooked.
There's a big twist in the end.
He gets cooked instead of a turkey on Christmas Day. Don't worry, that's not the ending. Go and buy it.
Go and buy it. Dustin, have you ever looked towards social media? You're being such, you know what I mean? It's felt like you've been a part of all of our family on the main TV screen. But have you ever thought of going into the TikTok world, the Instagram world?
You know what? It's something like I watch it on, I've got one of them smartphones, I think they're called. But no, I do. I'm on the 088 still, Donegal. No, it's something I've always thought about, because you see some stuff and you go, oh, that's brilliant, like that's fantastic, and then you see some stuff and you go, I don't get that, I could do, but no, I'm happy in my own skin. I leave it to Eric and the rest of the lads. And
you do well though, Jesus, you do well now. If you had a wee TikTok account there, Dustin.
Maybe I might talk to you after.
We'll make a TikTok today.
We could travel up, couldn't we?
100%.
Is that something you could look at? Could Dustin become your apprentice in the TikTok world?
We could work something out, yeah.
We could,
100%. Now
70-30.
Okay, we're straight down the brass tasks. Is that right? Okay, 100%. But
no, I do. Like some TikToks I look at and I just love it, because the idea of TikTok is, let's keep it short, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
well, that's why I enjoy it. It's short and sweet, and you don't have to put yourself under too much pressure, I suppose. And my account has become more. It started off as kind of skits and jokes, and I would do the odd dance even starting off, but now it's become just what I'm doing day to day, and I think people just enjoy that Irish humour and family life and transparency and stuff. I think there's a more honest influencer now that compared to maybe years ago, where everything had to be pristine and perfect, and whereas now people kind of showcase a more in-depth look into themselves and what a disaster they can be every day.
Yeah, we like to see the flaws, and
exactly,
we know it's not all
it
polished.
Resonates better with people, I think. So I think there's a new wave.
Do you feel a pressure though, like with algorithms and stuff like that, to kind of push out content? Does that feel daunting at any point?
You can feel guilty almost if you're not doing too much. Like I pride myself in working quite hard, and I feel like I'm kind of doing something different every day. But if there are lull days, you can't help but think I should be doing something here. Like yourself, you're a hard worker. Do you know what I mean? You're a hard worker.
She's an onion off that.
Yeah, how did you know?
We eat crisps all day.
I carried worms.
Is that what they are?
You do. You feel like someone else is doing more than you. So there is a bit of pressure with it. But I've kind of, I suppose, since I've started in Ireland AM and stuff, I feel less pressure to be doing something every day.
Yeah.
What's Alan Hughes really like?
Here's the question we were building towards.
Yeah, he's actually he's secretly lovely. Yeah, people think he's not, but he's secretly very, very nice.
I love him. I think he's absolutely brilliant.
Have you worked
because we know he's a pal of Donncha's, Tommy Bow.
Tommy Bow's actually
he's still on TV.
People don't know this, but Tommy Bow's actually not nice at all.
At his mate. Tommy Bow!
Tommy Bow! Yeah. I have to thank Tommy Bow. I have a Grand Slam medal in my arse pocket over Tommy Bow. What a beauty.
Yeah. That's brilliant. I think I love the Ireland AM, because I think it's like a good, honest Irish cup of tea. It's just something. There's a warm hug off Ireland AM.
Yeah. They've been lovely to me as well. And I've been kind of bopping in and out for over a year, but when they actually asked me, do I want to be a full-time presenter, I was a bit taken aback, because I wasn't expecting it, and I still don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. But I suppose
it looks that way.
Yeah.
Don't give him a stick. He'll take it every time.
I'll take it to heart now.
Dustin, we've the decorations up, obviously coming into Christmas. I know that can be a nerve-wracking time for you, but there's a big movement towards vegan choices at Christmas. How are you about all that?
I'm loving it. I mean, you go back, everyone was a meat eater 25, 30 years ago. Even if you're vegetarian, you'd break the rule for the day. So it was tough on me. I'm me beverage. I'm all me poultry friends, you know.
Of course, yeah.
As I say, I did put different options forward for. We got letters in going, dear Dustin on the Den. I won't be eating turkey this year, and I'd always send them out some stickers and pens and T-shirts and stuff like that. But, people, but some kids are made to eat turkey now. So the beauty is this vegan thing, or even vegetarian, is fantastic. Now I went out to the Happy Pear twins. Right?
Yes, yeah, the two lads, yeah.
Yeah. So the only way they could be more annoying, the Happy Pear twins, is if they were triplets.
They're incredibly sound, Dustin.
I like Steve, but I don't like Dave. No, hold on. I like Dave, but I don't like Steve. No. I don't like either. No, I like Dave. I like Dave. Dave's good crack.
Go on, you spent a bit of time with him.
Anyway, no, it is something that I've been promoting it a lot. Like, veganism is absolutely fantastic, and there's some great alternatives out there. Food tastes brutal, but it's just give it a try and leave your brothers and sisters alone, because it is a worrying time for us.
Of course.
Like when I go out to RT and Patrick Kilty's going, Paxo's coming up, and I've heard the jokes all before, But they mean, and I can't go on any show that has a cookery item on it. I can't appear
as I say, we'll keep you away from the oven.
Yeah, 100%. but that's I'd have to have that in proper writing and stuff
okay,
like that.
we will. Maybe a weather slot or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you doing that.
I like your man Derek, who you have on.
Brilliant. Yeah.
He's
Derek
mad.
Derek and Dustin.
Yeah,
that'd be a good team.
I love him. I think he's brilliant. He can be up in Monaghan riding a horse naked, and then the next day he's down talking to grannies about hitting jumpers or something.
He probably did that, man. He's wild.
He's versatile. He's versatile.
He's just absolutely. I just love him. I love him. He's great for the show. He really is. Yeah, he really is.
Eric, it'll be your first Christmas as a dad.
Yeah.
How are you set for that? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm so incredibly excited. I adore Christmas, and as I say, we're very family oriented. So Christmas for me is a huge deal. I make it a mission to get home every single year. And we went to my grandmother's house, who sadly passed a couple of years ago. But we all gathered there every year and played charades. And every year we would give Granny, we would set it up that she would get chitty chitty bang bang, and she would have to pretend to do a poo every single year. Sounds like poo. So Christmas is an incrable time in our house.
All right, I'm not going to your house. Hold on, I'd make the effort to get home every year. It's Donegal. What are you talking about? I'd make the effort to get home every year.
I love that we thought we'd be censoring him, but now we've to censor you.
Chitty bang. I don't know.
But no, I love Christmas, and I'm very excited for Ian to experience it as well, because I adored it growing up, and I'm excited to see the excitement in his face as well.
What do you think Santi will be bringing?
I don't know now.
Great question.
I don't know now. What he's into his tractors now at the minute.
Okay.
So we might.
I don't buy him a real tractor.
No, not yet.
Too young. Health and safety will be on to you.
Yeah,
shut down. Ruin the Christmas Donegal, wouldn't it?
It absolutely would.
I got you Massey Ferguson's son. There's the keys. I wanted a John Deere, Dad. Just drive it.
Dustin, I know we're tight in time, but is there any chat of a new Christmas album? Would you look at getting back in and recording with some of the greats we've seen you with?
With most of the greats you've seen me with are all dead now. Ronnie Drew's dead. I had number one with him. Joe Dolan's dead.
Niall Horan would love to work with you.
Look, Niall Horan and myself don't really speak because he robbed my image.
Did he? That was your thing, was it?
I was going to say, where do I know him from?
Sorry, he sings like me. He looks like me. Okay, Harry Styles looks a bit more like me, but Niall Horan went, I know what he did before he auditioned for the X Factor. He's watching me every day in the den and listen to how I sing. That's how he learned his trade.
Yeah.
Sure, if I had teeth, they'd be the exact same as his, No one in Mullingar had teeth back then. And now look at a perfect smile, yeah. And his plumage is done, his hair's done like my plumage, yeah. No, I love Niall. Niall's brilliant. He's fantastic. I'd love to do a duet with him. I did do a duet with him, actually, but it wasn't released. I did a song with him when the Den came back. Look, it's brilliant. Anyone who's Irish and brings that success around the world is just absolutely fantastic.
We're proud of them for sure. Dustin, you've done an awful lot, I know, with UNICEF work and different things. You're involved with Chadwicks with a campaign at the moment promoting high-vis vests. Good on you. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
We're just trying to get the message out there. Christmas, light yourself up. Actually, I'll rephrase that. Make yourself bright. Just get yourself seen and all that sort of thing. I'm actually getting a special one. I'm pimping me own.
Are you?
I'm putting Christmas lights and everything. It's going to be really, really cool. And it's going to be a bit OTT.
Brilliant.
It's going to be a bit Kardashian. But it's a brilliant cause. Play supported. And it's just... Everyone's to be safe, We always say that, especially look, Eric's got his brilliant book out. You've got your brilliant book out. There's messages behind everything, even on the Den with all the messing and all that. We always looked after our audience, and that's what I'm saying. Just Be safe around Christmas. Be safe all year. That's what I'm saying. So I'll show it to you next time, Donncha.
Yeah, brilliant.
It looks absolutely brilliant. It does.
All the processes are going to the IWA, which is
proceeds.
Thank you.
Yeah. You'll get a hand in its presenting job someday.
No chance of that,
Dustin.
I'm used to putting my head between two asses and pushing. That's my job, really, Dustin.
What you do at home is your own business, Donncha. Oh, your rugby career. Sorry.
There you go.
Come here, Donncha. Tell us this. Who was your favourite player to play with? Because you're asking all the questions. I just love to get a bit.
Yeah. I think, if you're being serious, I think Brian O'Driscoll was something special. And I don't think he gets celebrated. He's Amy's fella.
That's it. He's Mr. Huberman.
Mr. Huberman.
And how come I know how he's brilliant, but like I know you were saying before you went on, you much prefer him to Johnny Sexton. Johnny didn't have much of a personality.
That's true. That was off camera again, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Johnny,
but Dricko's way better crack than you. I mean, Mr. Huberman.
But why? Because Brian, he's quite small, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in incredible shape now at the moment since he retired.
Is he? Yeah,
really lean, really fit, and looking good. A bit like yourself, Tuss.
Yeah, he's
it's all that high rock stream.
He's a dreadful pundit.
Very boring.
He's
very
not.
boring. Very dull. Mr. Hoopman, that is.
Mr. Hoopman. Oh, lads. So we're into our last episode before Christmas, and we want to get to the final to see who's won. So basically, we've been doing this all along, lads. It's our grip strength. Dustin, I'm going to leave you off this. I think it's all right.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't do it to Philly McMahon. He's one of my best pals. I think he's doing really well at the moment, isn't he?
Philly McMahon is top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, I can see it there.
A great dub, 65. And you're just saying, as a fellow dub, you wouldn't take him on.
Well, I'd be hitting 77, 80. I wouldn't do that to Philly.
Yeah,
what he's done for Dublin, I wouldn't do it to him.
Okay, fair enough. That is so decent in sound.
Yeah. Remember that now, Philly. Remember, you owe me big time.
You do, because you would have done
Where do I want to be on this leaderboard?
We would love if you topped it, because we have a trophy here. We went all out.
Today now. So what's the technique here? Just one hand?
One hand, and you can stand up and give it all you can, no, Eric.
Honestly,
you're not representing Eric here.
What's the best technique here now?
You got to work it out, fella.
I think Eric, you're on your own here.
There you are, absolutely.
Now, let's have a
Come on, you're representing Donegal. Give it some. Oh, yes.
What did we get up to? 52?
52, not bad, Dustin.
52, that's not bad.
That's not bad, I'll take that.
You look like a Donegal man trying to open his wallet.
That's where the grip
wallets up there.
Dustin, we might give you a job. Would you mind, next time you see Philly, probably out of training or something, presenting him with his trophy on behalf of us?
I might give it to Michael D. Higgins on his retirement, because it would look full size in his arms.
Whoa. Too far. Not with Uachtar on the hair, and surely not.
Well, ex-Uachtar on the hair, and let's be honest.
That's true. Brilliant. Lads, thank you so much for joining us on Under Construction. Eric, the very best of luck with
very much.
The book and the new career and the family at home and the new build. Exciting times going forward for you, and we're all very proud of you. Dustin, thank you, honestly, for all the entertainment, all the joy over the years. You honestly lit up our front rooms. You made us all run home from school.
Me?
Yes.
Donncha, you're so good.
No. We absolutely love you, and thank you so much.
Well, while we're doing all this, let's say thank you for everything on the pitch, Donncha. Thank you.
Stop it. We're gone full circle.
Not for your television career, though.
I'll take that. Right, we'll leave it there up for Under Construction. Gurumila Malgov.
All right.
Thank you very much, guys.
Where's the rap party? Are we hitting burdocks?
That's it for this episode of Under Construction, with thanks to Chadwicks. A massive thank you to you for listening. Also to our fantastic guests. If you'd like to subscribe or follow, we'd really appreciate it. Or you can hit the like button. See you next time.